Ich möchte mich entschuldigen dafür, dass jetzt eine fette Lücke zwischen den zwei Streams sind. Die Sache ist, ich habe jetzt einen großen Teil, weil ich tatsächlich ein bisschen angenervt war von dieser ewig langen Runde. Mir tut der Kopf weh, wir haben es 5:35 Uhr. Ich bin seit gestern 22 Uhr am Spielen. Naja, und ich habe wirklich keine Lust weiter noch einen heißen Brei hier zu machen. Ich möchte die Karte noch erkunden. Ich habe bis jetzt nur Story gespielt, den einen Teil. Deswegen mache ich jetzt auch weiter.
The ley lines devoured Torgov and Sobolova on the first night. At the time, we thought this might be a murder case connected to Lelik. Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same.
Sobolova hat halt wirklich alle nacheinander weggemacht.
The deaths of Kulish and Rampana caused everyone to stop suspecting Lelik. Unexplainable phenomena occurred. Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. Mr. Schramm realized he thought it was all over, but a lot happened today.
Nee, wurden in den Fluss der Elemente, hieß es?
The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. Although Mitya, the void in the ley lines. Vodianitsa was swallowed.
Gibt es ja nur noch? Ja.
As it happened, Patashka filled the void left by Mitya's return from the ley lines. The girl I thought was child's sister Tonya turned out to be another of the theater's deceased. Come to think of it, Patashka was about to walk into the snowstorm at that time. And Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's why she used Alosha's voice to try and Looking back, I suppose that was an early slip-up on her part. No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us.
Dass der Herrscher des Todes hier unter uns war. Ich verstehe nicht, warum sie in der Story Herrscher des Todes sagen. Dabei wissen wir doch,
Then,
dass
after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls.
Da würde ich gerne mal eine Erklärung haben, warum es in der deutschen Übersetzung als Herrscher und nicht als Herrscherin betitelt wird. Hätte ich mal gerne eine Erklärung zu. Ich glaube, das wäre für alle Deutschen.
In fact, everyone was already dead now. That covers everything. It's all clear now.
Jetzt ist alles klar.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it? The Traveler and I are still standing here, safe and sound.
Shamasukun und ich stehen immer noch hier und gesund und munter.
The water imp's song threw things off a little,
Du siehst, das
but it is
Wasser
of no
im Holz hat
consequence.
alles ein wenig macht, das spielt keine Rolle.
The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back.
Morgen früh wird dich
I, meanwhile, need to review my attitude towards the water embrace.
So the reunion in the night that Vodia Nitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Tevat would not accept you, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will. For a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules, your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul. I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing.
Aua,
Or you
aua, aua, wie
insist
das
on
da steht.
interfering with our affairs.
One last question then. All our struggles and sacrifices here.
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Cutscene.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change it. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
Was? Wir leben alle. Ja. Ist das geil.
How are you holding up, Odette?
What happened to me?
How much do you remember?
What do you mean? Is the performance over? I can't...
Has Odette already forgotten? Mitya?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I spaced out there for a second.
Don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the Ruler of Death eventually came back to life. Just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. Why were you able to
Could this be the reason? You said this is the Ruler of Death's symbol, right?
I don't see any.
You don't? Huh. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I carved this into my hand in the afterlife, so it's not visible in the physical world. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. I suppose it's a blessing. And what about you, though? The Ruler of Death mentioned that you're a descender? Is that why you can remember?
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly. But that's essentially it.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's figure out what we've learned. The first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the afterlife than in the real world.
They say that right before death, time slows down, and your whole life flashes before your eyes.
Man sagt, dass die Zeit kurz vor dem Tod langsamer vergeht, während das ganze Leben vor deinen Augen vorbeizieht. Und mal wieder hat es Genshin geschafft, eine
That
Weisheit ins
must
Leben
be
zu
how you
führen.
know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spend in the afterlife probably only amounted to a few short minutes in the real world. This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace
Die letzten
personnel.
4 Tage waren
Now
eine
it
Minute
seems
und echt
likely
wild.
that those were
Alles
all
klar.
brief deaths caused by the Grim Reaper's so-called curse of death. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called curse of death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true reasons for subjecting us to death.
Gibt es hier irgendeinen Vertrag über Chronova? Verdienen? Nein.
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach it differently. If the previous incidents of amnesia among the researchers are anything to go by, killing us is usually a pretty routine matter. Come to think of it, wasn't I about to note something down before I died? I can't remember what it was, but I think it was something related to my research project. Sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again later. Right now, I have to make a trip back to the Armory Palace.
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitya's friends. Yet, you two seem very familiar with each other. Could you perhaps tell me where he was in such a... and By the way, have we ever crossed paths? Forgive the
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the theater in...
Das war ein langer. Für mich persönlich war teilweise auch manchmal nervig, wegen vieles Gerede,
So
aber das gehört
Chuganov
halt
really is going to
zum
shut down the factory.
Story
I guess this theater incident actually did us some good after all. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I believe you. I think I even have a vague memory of it. Agreed. Let's check in on her first. The whole reason for our trip to the Armory Palace anyway is to figure out what's going on with her health.
Ich habe gerade so viel erlebt und auch so viel Weisheit wieder mit mir geführt. Aber wie viel noch? So viel. Kann man doch jetzt gleich wieder einen Wuschkau holen, ne? Ja, kann ich. Es geht wieder los, die Sammleraktion. Das ist schon seltsam. Früher Spiel hätte ich die Story eh spielen müssen, also warum weiß ich jetzt schon. Sie ist neu. Dann kann ich vielleicht ein paar Views machen. Bin eh so unbekannt wie der Lohn.
I'm finally back, even though a long time has passed from my perspective. As far as Paimon's concerned, I probably just went out to watch a very short show.
Och, Manu. Das ist... Ich bin froh, dass ich es nicht gesehen habe. Das ist wirklich ein... Der will unbedingt, dass ich das verliere, die Wette. Ich hasse ihn dafür. Ich hasse ihn. Manu, wenn du das hörst, ich hasse dich manchmal wirklich für deine Art, wie du mit mir umgehst.
I should keep my emotions in check when I see Paimon again, or it'll seem weird.
Wait. The atmosphere here feels off. Shh. Stay quiet. Let's go inside and take a look.
Ich habe ein junges Gefühl, wenn...
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new orders. What if that person comes back again? I'm so sorry. Under...
Tell me, what happened to Paimon?
It was the Jester. He came here and he's the director of the Fatui. His authority supersedes all others.
How long ago did he leave? And what was Paimon's status?
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off with her as if it was only natural. I assure you.
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Piero, the Jester, has been overseeing the experiments there lately, keeping a close eye on their progress. Everyone in the Fatui has heard about it by now.
Immer Aufsicht und ihre Fortschritt genau im Auge behalten. Inzwischen davon gehört.
I'm surprised he came in person. Whatever his reason for taking Paimon, he'll most likely return to the Armory Palace first, which is exactly where we were headed anyway.
Then lead the way, Odette.
Okay, let's go.
Kämpfen, kämpfen. Dass der Junge um 5, fast 6 Uhr morgens im Stream kommt und mir schreibt, wie heißt dein Lieblingscharakter? Er weiß genau, dass die Wette besteht. Manu, wenn du das hörst, ich werde diese Wette nicht verlieren. Ich kann ihren Namen die ganze Woche nicht sagen. Ich kann sie nur mit sie, also nur weiblich, bezeichnen. Ich kann nicht den Namen sagen. Das wäre gegen die Regel, also würde dafür sorgen, dass ich verliere. Das kann ich mir nicht gehen lassen. Er wollte es unbedingt auf Aufnahme haben, das ganze Knicken. Ich muss den Jungen anrufen, das ist ein... Super, ich habe gemutet geredet. Ich bin ja wirklich ein Schlauberger. Genshin ist abgestürzt. Ich wollte Manu die Sausacke anrufen und wollte ihm sagen, was das soll. Das ist ja... Oh, mein Rücken. Ah, meine Augen! Geh zum berührtes Heeresgerät und such nach Paimon. Paimon, wir kommen, wir retten dich. Wir hoffen, dass das Spiel jetzt nicht mehr abstürzt, weil es zu viel ist. Ich rieche es, Mann. Oder wer auch immer. Ich weiß genau, ich hab's gesehen. Da ist ein zweiter Like hinzugekommen.
It's just up ahead. Quick, let's...
No, I'll go alone. You know I'm planning to force my way in. You're with the Fatui, so you should stay outside.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels anyway. I'm here to force my way in, just like you. I may be a Fatus, but I'm also Lelek, enemy of Project Stuja. Paimon's safety is paramount right now. With me around, you'll have an extra pair of hands. There might be devices inside that are...
If you say so.
Let's go. There's no time to...
Hey, who are you? This part of the Armory Palace isn't a restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time. That's supposed to hurt.
I'm going in! Ring cutter! No, my sword!
I'll make short work.
Shine down! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Crystalline Adagio.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Yay! Massenmord! Ich lieb's ja wieder.
The footsteps of the Empire. Together. Heal Waltz of the snowflakes.
Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork! Now you shall perish!
Fragt es, inwiefern hilft das? Also ich hätte es abgeben sollen. Ah, ich bin ein Idiot.
Now that you have a pass, where are you coming from? So, you're intruders, huh? Don't blame me for what happens next!
The Armory Palace is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
They're conducting top-secret research after all. The deeper it's hidden, the better, is standard Fatui logic.
The style doesn't really look like the Fatui's handiwork, though.
They must have requisitioned some structures from a past
Warum warum sie jetzt
civilization.
nicht?
It also serves as a bit of a dis-
Mal drauf sind sie.
Stay alert!
Rain, outline.
Doggy dog!
Torn to oblivion!
Platz da, ich kann rein. Bin ich nicht. Bin noch schnell durch. Und hier für Paimon.
Don't come any closer!
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
I'm short work of your skull!
Dann wollen wir mal.
Witness the snow swan's grace.
No one interferes with a jester's work.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Tut mir leid. Vielleicht sollte ich doch Odette probieren zu pullen für den Damage. Für Damage-Stärkung, weil die Stellar-Reaktion ist ja absolut krank. Vom Damage her zumindest. Guckt's mir so vor. Jetzt kann ich den Trumpf
Looks like no one's guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there. Look out!
Let's deal with these before we move on.
Ich sollte zerstören noch mal.
Shine down! Rain outlines your fate. Bullseye!
Shadow moon.
Illusion shattered!
Let's begin.
Platz da. Kann ich mal angucken, was hier Schwert eigentlich. Was hat sich für ein Artefakt? Das neue.
The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
What's the big star from the theater doing here?
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Was the whole reason for Project Stuja to support the research here at the Armory Palace? Just what are the Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
Haufen Dreck. Nämlich verstimmt das hier gewaltig. Und das Pyro sich einfach so...
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
Looks like there's no way through here.
Maybe using the power of this prism could help?
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear, albeit only as illusions.
Paimon. And the Jester. Is this another scene from the past?
Yes. It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
What's going on here? What happened?
The source seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
Jetzt reicht's. Ich hab da eine Schwelle übertreten, hier scheiß Batterie.
We're almost there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
Mission.
Crystalline Adagio.
To guard! Run.
Torn to oblivion!
What's going on? Wait, it's the curse of death. No, no, not now! Odette.
Der Fluch des Todes. Was hat das für ihn zu tun?
The afterlife again? I need to find a way back to reality. Is that Odette's core Ignis? Could that be...
Wo war mal wieder? Kannst du nicht die Augen von mir lassen? Was soll denn der Scheiß? Ach so, ist das gemeint. Es ist eine Sache der Perspektive. Ja, wunderbar, damit hast du jetzt nicht gerechnet.
Odette? Oh, no signs of life. But past experience says that she should be resurrected before too long. Did Odette intentionally use her core Ignis to guide my soul? I feel like something similar happened in... Thank you, Odette, but I'm... Sure enough, everyone here has been affected by the curse of death. Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself.
Okay, jetzt ist krass. Wo ist Pio? Wo ist dein Haar? Oder besser gesagt, wo ist Pio?
Mitya! Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon? I'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Finding Paimon has to take priority now.
Da hinten.
Found her! Paimon really is here!
Das gefällt mir nicht. Jetzt geht's Runde 2 jetzt. Wie lustig. Übrigens ist es doch klar, dass das falsche Geschlecht angezeigt wird. Aber egal. Ich
You
gender nicht.
don't learn, do you? You've already been involved in one mass death, and now you show up at the scene of another. This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs? Judging by your expression, it seems that you understand little of what is going on here. In that case, a word to the wise. Do not interfere in Snezhnaya's affairs. A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence. And as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying civilization might desperately cling. Consider your position carefully.
No advice needed. I'll make my own judgments.
Suit yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed. The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. So that will be all for today. That thing is coming with me.
Eieiei, jetzt geht's aber rund.
You awoke sooner than I thought. The curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
Ruler of death. What do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
It's rage time.
Hey, who says there will be a next time?
Und weg ist er. Wieso guckt er so?
Traveler?
Gibt es so eine Erklärung?
I missed you, Paimon.
What are you talking about? We haven't even been apart.
It was different. You seem to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, Paimon's back in tip-top condition. It's the weirdest thing. Paimon fell asleep earlier, and when she woke up, she found the Jester and that guy talking to him used some kind of energy on Paimon. And she could kind of feel it canceling out that other thing that was making her feel unwell.
So, Mitya helped too?
Apologies for leaving in such a hurry at the theater earlier. I was in a rush to verify some theories. Rest assured that your companion is perfectly safe. We reversed the effects that the experimental energy had on her. The Jester specifically instructed me to do so.
I suppose this is our first official meeting, Traveler. I could not let Paimon suffer in her condition for a moment longer, and so I simply took her without explanation. I hope you do not mind.
But why would a big shot like you care about what happens to Paimon?
As I said when you first arrived in Snezhnaya, we once spent some time together.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. And Paimon did think you seemed strangely familiar the first time we met.
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait. Mitya, let us continue with the report. What conclusions, if any, did you reach from conducting the final experiment of our energy research ahead of schedule?
The good news is, my hypothesis regarding the Ruler of Death has been verified. As for the bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiments and Project Mistleton until further notice. Currently, we have no means with which to make a breakthrough. I say this purely as a scientist, guided by reason alone.
I will trust your judgment. We shall put the project on hold until the Ruler of Death has been eliminated.
Kann man den Tod töten? Das ist jetzt die nähere Frage.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? You want to get rid of Renova? Like, how? By killing her?
By whatever means necessary, so long as it removes the threat she poses to us. Until then, everything we do will be in vain. After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's goal. Or rather, the trigger condition for the Curse of Death.
Okay, let's hear it.
What she's doing is blocking Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means with which to threaten the heavenly principles.
Just like the little lapdog she is.
So, any ideas, research, or experiments that lead to technological progress can trigger the curse. Just now, for instance, I was set to launch a final phase energy experiment ahead of schedule. If the experiment was successful, we could have achieved a crucial breakthrough. As expected, though, the moment the experiment began, all the researchers, technicians, and witnessed all that effort, not to mention the energy and materials we relied on Project Stuja to gather for us, went to waste. In the end, nothing was gained.
Does that mean something similar happened when we were at the theater?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of an important breakthrough regarding the experiment, and wound up dragging everyone into this. So the nature of the curse seems to be something like... when moments of technological progress occur, all life in the vicinity is taken away.
What a violent method.
Of course, that meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace. Since outsiders are forbidden from entering, this mass death phenomenon went unnoticed, until Odette came along. I believe she was the first witness. The Curse of Death was triggered just before she infiltrated the Armory Palace that day.
But you mentioned something about a final stage experiment. Doesn't that mean you've actually made some progress?
That's right. Even with the gods locking certain key components out of reach, humanity can still advance technology in incremental steps accumulated over time. But, as I'm sure Renova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits, a point where the truth you're seeking must be put to the test in an experiment.
You mean the experiment you were just about to do?
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative was about to translate into fundamental qualitative change. With this single experiment, we could have brought everything we've worked for to fruition. But now, after already being forced to fumble around in the dark all this time, it feels like we've truly hit an impenetrable wall. As long as Renova's curse of death persists, we won't be able to advance the experiment or obtain any results.
And with Project Stuja having been in effect all this time, at our nation's current strength, repeated trial and error is simply unsustainable. Only by eliminating Renova first will it be possible to continue advancing our...
She's the ruler of death! She can just kill whoever she wants, right? That's gotta be the scariest power ever! Is it even possible to beat her?
Ja, Paimon stellt die richtige Frage. Ist es überhaupt möglich, den Tod zu töten?
We'll see. But one thing's for sure. She definitely can't just do whatever she wants. The best proof of that is me, standing here, very much alive.
You're saying...
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again? Why let us advance our technology to this point?
So, you're saying even the ruler of death has limitations we don't know about?
Exactly. And I think that's where the key to our breakthrough lies.
Regardless, the ruler of death has always been an obstacle we must overcome.
Wer ist aber nicht schlau, einfach in zwei Orten gleichzeitig berühren, einen Durchbruch zu machen? Bei Renova kann sie ja nicht aufspalten.
Time and space. After all.
Okay, Leben, Tod, Zeit und Raum. Halten wir fest. Tod Renova. Raum Asmodai, die nicht da ist. Zeit Istarov. Und Leben war Ryan Dodder, wie man sie ausspricht. Das sind die 4.
Our goal is the heavenly principles.
Die 4 dienen den also die Schatten der himmlischen Ordnung. Die angeblich schlafen soll, wenn ich mich recht entsinne.
The Fatui wanna challenge the heavenly principles?
Das ist aber schon länger klar, dass die Fatui die himmlische Ordnung herausfordern wollten. Das ist ja laut Theorien, ich bin auch Theoretiker, stelle meine eigenen verrücktesten Theorien auf, die es auf dieser Welt eigentlich noch gibt. Behalt sie für mich und meine Freunde. Aber ja.
For a long time, I've had a vague suspicion the Fatui and the Tsaritsa were targeting the heavenly principles.
Es ist auch die einzige Möglichkeit, alles zu machen können, was man will, wenn die himmlische Ordnung nicht mehr da ist.
But hearing the Jester admit it is still a shock. No wonder the Tsaritsa's goal has always been kept a secret from the people.
Die Sauge wie ein anstarrt, das ist ganz schön komisch.
What kind of road will that lead Snezhnaya down?
In that case... Lord Jester, I would like to request some leave. I'd like some time to organize my thoughts and go over the data.
Granted. Get some rest, put the experiment out of your mind, and take care that the curse of death doesn't affect any civilians. While there is yet time, allow me to offer you my hospitality, honored guest of Snezhnaya. Is there anything you wish to know? Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition to vanquish a monster. Were it not for this, I imagine she would have been delighted to grant you an audience.
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my past conflicts with the Fatui against me.
The Harbingers have been granted significant autonomy in retrieving the Gnosis. But by the same token, they do not completely represent Snezhnaya's official stance.
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnosis, Paimon's been dying to ask this question since forever. What exactly does the Tsaritsa want to
The Gnosis will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip when she confronts the Heavenly Principles. Beyond that, you had best ask the Tsaritsa herself. I am not sure if this information is mine to disclose.
Not sure. Don't you make the rules? You're the highest ranking Harbinger!
Taking on the Heavenly Principles is something most people wouldn't even entertain in their wildest fantasies. Why is the Tsaritsa so fixated on this?
In Tevat today, civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment. Our civilization may very well be destroyed in the struggle, but as things stand, the Heavenly Principles could choose to negate our existence on a passing whim. Only by changing the state of affairs, only by overthrowing the Heavenly Principles, can our civilization truly be said to have taken root. Otherwise, the fate of the people of Conria and Hyperborea is a cycle doomed to repeat itself.
Accepting potential destruction in return for getting to control your own fate.
Furthermore, perhaps this is still somewhat difficult for you to understand.
Huh? All of them? Paimon knows about the Curse of Death you mentioned, and the Curse of Immortality that you and Dainsleif have.
Then the birth of the Hilichurls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection. Those are curses too? Farina's long life seems to stem from a curse placed on her by Focalor as well.
Yes. Even a god's love for humanity is a curse the Heavenly Principles inflicted upon the gods. The Tsaritsa has always had ample reason to hate the heavenly principles. If she can seize their authority, she will reconstruct the entire world, and when that time comes, humanity will be completely liberated from curses and lies. Look forward to it. It will be a world beyond your imagination. Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand these details, in this frigid land locked in a ceaseless struggle against the environment, in this nation to which the gods have never shown, we all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
Paimon really doesn't remember. He's basically a stranger. You gotta believe Paimon.
Allow me to explain. The reason Paimon reacted to the anti-Celestia energy developed by the is because she comes from Celestia herself. More specifically,
Paimon? A creation of Celestia?
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier, but thinking back on it, Renova also said that Paimon is a creation of Celestia. But she lacks Celestia's power.
as you know, the lunar fragments in Nodcry were pulled down from the sky using Fatui technology. But the first application of this technology was in Conria over 500 years ago. I used this technology upon the heavens, and the response I received was none other than Paimon descending from Celestia. I presented her to the Vinster King, but he took no interest in this gift, nor did it satisfy him. Paimon then took up temporary residence in my palace until...
Wait, Paimon's a little confused. You're talking about things that happened in Conria 500 years ago. You're sick, but Paimon doesn't remember any of that. Falling from the sky? Being given away as a gift?
Having lived through the cataclysm, perhaps you too were burdened with some manner of curse. Although, losing your memories would indeed be the smallest.
But it's not just her memories from Conria. Paimon doesn't even know how she spent the last 500 years. She only has memories from the past few years. No matter how hard she tries to remember. What was Paimon like back in Conria? Did she know a whole lot because she came from Celestia? Was she super smart?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Conria, your consciousness was like that of a newborn infant. During the time you lived in Conria, your personality was no different from how it is now.
Aw, man! Paimon's plan to get her memories back and become super smart is ruined before it could even start. You know, even though Paimon lost her memories, she still feels weirdly close to you for some reason. That must mean you took pretty good care of Paimon back then, huh?
On the contrary, I completely ignored your existence. I was entirely focused, but now, as I see it, it is as if you are the only sane thing that survived that era of insanity. And thus...
Noted. Man, Paimon's gotta stop projecting friendship on everyone she meets. But, Traveler? location of Celestia now. You still want her, right? You're not going to abandon her? Oh, phew! That's a relief. Paimon's just learning about this too.
I remember hearing the term Mistleton from Columbina.
Yeah! Paimon wanted to ask about that when the name came up just now. What is it? Paimon's heard of Project Stuja, but not this one.
As you know, Project Stuja is a series of measures enacted to consolidate our nation's resources, the greater purpose of which is to serve Project Mistleton. Many of the things you have encountered thus far are essentially for the advancement of that project. This includes the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau in Notdry. Researching Kuvaki was merely a facade. Its core objective was to use local resources and research findings to build Mistleton itself.
And that's a weapon built for the final battle against the Heavenly Principles, isn't it?
Huh? How did you know that?
I was given some intel, and I made some deductions.
Wait. You must mean that thing over there. Oh, Paimon's gotta take a closer look at this thing. Especially after you guys sent so many people to Notdry to work on it.
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses, let alone challenge the Heavenly Principles. The Heavenly Principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the Light Realm, and elemental energy is simply the power of the human realm, converted to that form by the Heavenly Principles themselves. Any attempt to use this power against its creator would be a futile endeavor. For now, therefore, we have set our sights on the form of energy associated with the Third Descender and the Stellar Linchpins. This may hold the potential to allow Mistleton to contend with the Heavenly Principles.
Ich bin wirklich mehr als überrumpelt mit Informationen, Verarbeitung und tausende Fragen, die ich jetzt habe noch. Wenn er meint, dass Paimon als Neugeboren, also in Kanria so ankam so, als wäre sie ein Neugeborenes, könnte es einfach sein, dass sie wirklich Asmodai ist, plus sie hat sich selbst den Fluch auferlegt, nicht zu wissen, wer sie ist. Oder sie hat den Fluch bekommen von irgendwas anderem. Theorien über Theorien.
You could say that by reverse engineering the stellar linchpins to extract the energy within, we have obtained a source of anti-Celestia energy.
The Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, Project Stuja, and the new energy experiments. Huh. So, Project Mistleton is what ties it all together. And it looks like your plan is almost complete. No wonder the ruler of death...
Thank you for telling me so much. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. I didn't expect you to be...
Given the circumstances, the Fatui need not hide anything from our allies.
Allies?
To advance Project Mistleton, we must first resolve our issue with the ruler of death. And, if I presume correctly, you have no intention of letting her actions go unpunished either.
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet, I figured reconciliation was out of the question.
Against an opponent of this caliber, deliberating over our allegiances would waste time we do not have. We must join forces unreservedly with whomever we can.
You're going to challenge the ruler of death? Just for Paimon? But Paimon, thank you! Oh, thank you!
The Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order, and the Fatui shall hold internal discussions regarding the enemy. The time for us to meet again.
Got it. Thanks for your help with Paimon. I'll be sure to look after her for you.
There was just one other thing. Well, it's just a request, really. Paimon really wants to see what this Mistleton thingy you're gonna use against the Heavenly Principles look. Of course, Paimon knows it's top secret and stuff, but she just had to ask. It's okay if the answer's no.
Certainly you may.
Oh, for real? Actually, maybe it's best not to.
Eine Scheiße.
What if
Ich kann
Nova's
es
like
nicht
hot
sagen.
again? She might take this chance to.
While the technology is not yet fully developed, it has
Wie schnell
nevertheless
lässt man die
reached the
Archon
stage where Celestia's
Dragonen
creations are unable to damage
und
it.
Inazuma jetzt hier
In
mit
that
aufgeholt in der
regard,
Story.
you may
Ich
rest
hatte schon
assured.
lange keinen Auftritt mehr, außer letztens den Pol, wo ich absolut reingebuttert habe.
Wow. No wonder Paimon felt so out of sorts recently, even though he was super far away. Alright then.
Ist das ein Speer? Was ist das für... Moment mal. Diese Effekte da. Das ist Rheindotters Werk. Teilweise mit dieser Effekt, diese Würfel. Hat definitiv damit was zu tun. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Huh? Oh, hey there, Odette!
Paimon? You're okay.
Long story short, yep, Paimon's all better.
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you, but the guards had woken up as well. It would have been tough to take them on alone, and there was no easy way to sneak past them. So, I returned the way I came and waited for you here.
It was thanks to you that my soul found its way back to my body so quickly.
Huh. That actually worked? Nice. I just figured I'd try my luck when that ominous feeling struck me. Really, you should be thanking this thing instead. Anyway, and now that things here are all taken care of, I have other things I should get back to.
Ah, Director Chuganov, you're back. We just received notice that Project Stuja has been suspended, so we've convened an emergency meeting. This is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, we've also discussed our calculations indicate that the factory's profit...
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it just to get by or to run a business, that's up to them. Start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able to land on their feet and that they are duly compensated. Thank you all for your hard work during this time.
Am I hearing you right? Why? After all the tough times we made it through, now is exactly when we should start to turn a profit.
I just... suddenly don't want to do this anymore. Huh. Iskra. It's time to rest.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokat, given the effects of Lelik's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, a decision has been made to permanently withdraw this codename from use. Considering that Lelik did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokat has nevertheless negotiated with the authorities, ultimately securing a... Lelik will be suspended for a period of time. Depending on their future performance, they may be allowed to adopt a new codename and continue acting as part of the Rokat. The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that motives and methods are equally important when one operates in the shadows. Even with Project Stuja's suspension and our interim operational victory, we must guard against complacency and rashness and work to consolidate the progress we have made so far. We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the... Looks like it's final.
You mean, for us?
Just thinking out loud. I've never seen the Snezhna Grad Vecha so lively before. I never once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosaline.
Ja, also wird es wohl doch Zeit, dass sie Abschied nimmt.
I've seen Spirit Seeker performed many times, including by your mother.
Why do you bring that up all of a sudden?
Even though the choreography is always identical, every dancer finds...
So you actually want to talk to me about ballet?
I just think it would be a pity if the dance was lost to history. She didn't teach it to you, did she?
That was an unusually subtle taunt for you.
We embraced one another on the snow-swept plains, melting the ruthlessness of time. But when our bodies, in pieces, are cast to the winds, what of our love will remain behind?
Don't tell me you can't sing.
Shush. I understand her hatred. The Fatui robbed her of the life she should have had. I never opposed her dancing. Yet still I became an enemy of her ballet. I'll just keep my distance. Many despise me. I'm used to it.
You're certainly not one to shy away from confrontation. But children, they need a different approach.
I'm hardly the most maternal figure.
Yet, she is a child. In my experience, while a father commands authority, he must still yield to love. You should tell her what you think about her dancing. Odette will soon take the stage at the Koralyevsky Theater. This could be your chance.
Geonosis secured. It went smoothly. I'll be there. Have them send me an invitation.
Sadly, things didn't work out. Her final words are inside that block of ice.
This? Aren't these for monitoring her subordinates?
Not yours. This one isn't her witch's flame, but my two worlds' flames. The two worlds' flames can burn away memories. It was my parting gift to Rosaline.
If all goes to plan, she and I will both live to see the Tsaritsa succeed. I believe she'll find peace. But if anything happens to me, she needn't follow in my footsteps. The cryo-energy will fade away in time. Then the two worlds' flames will burn away all memories of the Fatui. She'll be free to dance. She deserves this.
I will handle the aftermath. The choice is yours, child.
Nennt man wohl Abschied.
Fresh air at last! Paimon's head isn't spinning anymore, and the fever's all gone. Paimon's finally free to fly again! Oh, it's nice to finally know where Paimon came from, too. It did make Paimon a little nervous at first, but it's like, who cares if Paimon's a creation of Celestia? She's probably not anyone that important. Probably just the fairy of food and like you said, this doesn't have to change anything between us. You're not gonna just... Hey, hurry up! Why are you walking?
You've spent the last few days lying in bed and stuffing your face. I didn't think you'd be able to fly this fast.
Says who? Paimon's as agile as ever. They don't call her White Floaty for nothing. Paimon originally wanted to check out the bookstores in Snezhnograd, but she's more in the mood for flying around right now, so let's save that for later. Wait, they've got light novels from Yai Publishing House here too. Huh? And this is Paimon's favorite mystery story from fun. The local Snezhnaya books look pretty interesting too, but also kind of heavy.
I thought you were in the mood for flying around.
Paimon can read while she flies. Hey, look at these two dolls. Which do you like better? All right, boss.
Oh, I thought we were only getting one.
There you are. Thanks for visiting.
Paimon will grab this and then... Huh? Huh? Huh?
Okay, that's crazy, Vito.
How many layers does this thing have? And what are you laughing at? A whole bunch of people are gathered over by the plaza. Hey, look! That looks like Tartaglia! Hey, Tartaglia!
I know that voice. Of course. If it isn't Paimon and my old comrade. You're looking well, Paimon.
Yeah! The jester knew I was wrong and fixed Paimon right up! Thanks for sending someone to keep Paimon safe, too.
Oh, yeah. About that. That was... kind of embarrassing. Who could have known that our director would go looking for you in person? Oh, right. Let me introduce you. This is my little sister, Tonya.
Hello, Tonya!
Hello, hello! Firstly, I'm really sorry about my brother. Sounds like he's caused you no end of trouble.
Hey now, why'd you have to start with that? Not that it isn't true, of course.
So she's the real Tonya.
She said you two didn't manage to meet up at the theater. She waited ages for me, and when I didn't show, she got a little worried and went outside.
I know, right? He didn't bother to say a word to me. I searched up and down the city for him, and he only told me about it when I finally caught him at the gates of Glupov.
I've been rushed off my feet lately, so I didn't get the chance to go home. I just figured the Traveler would fill you in when he got there.
Well, the snow was bad, and you're never late. So I was really worried about you. How was I supposed to know that you'd stood me up?
I'm sorry, Tonya. I really am. I'll make it up to you somehow. Just... please don't tell.
Although the mix-up led to a series of misunderstandings, it's probably for the best that the real Tonya didn't get caught up in that mess. Besides, it's obvious that Tartaglia isn't usually one to break a promise. He only gave his ticket to me because he had to look into Lelik.
No, it's fine. It just meant I didn't get to see the show in the end. By the way, what did you think? You were one of the first people to see it, you know?
I would say the best is yet to come.
Huh? What kind of review is that?
Hey, look!
Diet. Oh. Das kommt. Ich glaube, mich sticht das durch. Holy! Das war mein Abschnitt für das zweite Kapitel. Insane. Impressive, also ich krieg gerade auf meinen Augen. Die war ja die ersten ganzen 2 Kapitel gar nicht da. Mir ist fast gerade die Kinder darüber geflogen. Zwar kann ich gar nicht. Jetzt bin ich richtig gespannt auf die nächste Story, wenn sie kommt.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ich weiß gerade gar nicht, was ich so wirklich sagen soll. Ist gerade gefühlt die Kinnlade komplett von oben bis runter abgefallen.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild headquarters.
Noch nie. Außer bei ihr hier ist mir sonst noch nie die Kinnlade bei irgendeiner Szene rausgefallen. Ich habe großen Respekt. Sie kommt auf Platz 2, sag ich so wie es ist. Der besten Archons. Vom Design her. Ist nicht so, als ob ich die anderen nicht mögen würde. Da friert mir gerade die Nase zu. Fuck. Ich habe auch ehrlich gesagt jetzt nicht weiter vor, noch weiter hier Hampelmann machen. Ich glaube vielleicht später, wenn ich mich ausgeruht habe, weil mir brennt die Birne. Bis zum geht nicht mehr. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich werde krank. Ich trinke Aber mir brennt der Schädel, sobald ich so viel Informationen nämlich aufnehmen muss. Und die werde ich wahrscheinlich auch bis in 2 Stunden auch wieder halb vergessen haben. Weil mich auch für jetzt, Entschuldigung, ich werde später wahrscheinlich weiter streamen, genau.